I never thought I would become the quiet guy people whispered about after an office party, but that is exactly how it happened. My name is Grant Holloway. I am 38, and until that night, I believed my marriage was steady, maybe not exciting, but solid enough to last. My wife, Eliza Monroe, works in marketing for a mid-sized tech firm. She is smart, driven, and social in ways I have never been. I am an operations manager, more spreadsheets than small talk. We balanced each other, or at least I thought we did. The invitation came 3 weeks before the party. Company holiday event, open bar, spouses welcome. Eliza seemed excited, talking about her team, her new project lead, a guy named Rowan Blake. She mentioned him casually, often. Funny story here, late meeting there. I noticed it, but I told myself not to be that husband. Trust matters. I trusted her. The venue was a renovated warehouse downtown. Exposed brick, loud music, too many lights. I shook hands, smiled, listened. Eliza disappeared into conversations easily. I hovered near the bar, nursing a drink, watching from a distance. That was when I saw Rowan properly. Early 40s, confident posture, easy grin. He stood too close to her. Not touching, not yet, but close enough to register. I told myself I was imagining things. Office parties blur boundaries. People drink. Laughter gets louder. I reminded myself that Eliza chose me, came home with me every night. I stayed quiet. As the night went on, the line moved. I saw his hand rest on the small of her back while he spoke. Not a brush, not accidental. She stiffened for a second, then relaxed. She did not step away. That moment lodged in my chest like a splinter. I waited for her to pull back. She did not. Later, I went to find her. She was laughing, cheeks flushed, holding a glass she did not need. Rowan leaned in and said something I could not hear. She laughed again. Then he said something else and his hand slid lower. That was the line. I saw it clearly, unmistakably. I did not shout. I did not rush over. Something cold and sharp settled in me instead. I realized this was not about jealousy or insecurity. It was about respect. For her, for me, for what we were supposed to be. I walked up calmly and stood beside her. Rowan glanced at me, surprised. Eliza turned, smile faltering. I said, evenly, Rowan, you are making my wife uncomfortable. Please step back. The music kept playing. People kept talking. But the space between us felt very quiet. Rowan laughed, the kind that tries to turn seriousness into a joke. Relax, mate, he said. Just having fun. Eliza did not speak. That told me everything. I looked at him and said, fun does not include touching my wife. Then I turned to Eliza. I am leaving. You can come with me or stay. Either way, I am done pretending this is fine. Her eyes widened. She opened her mouth, then closed it. For a moment, I thought she would follow me. Instead, she said, Grant, you are overreacting. That sentence landed harder than anything Rowan had done. I nodded once. Overreacting. Right. I walked out without another word. The cold air outside felt honest. I sat in my car and waited. 10 minutes. 20. She did not come. When she finally came home hours later, I was awake. She tried to explain. Alcohol, misread signals, office culture. She said Rowan crossed a line, but it meant nothing. I listened quietly. Then I said, what shocked me was not him. It was you staying silent when I spoke up. She stared at me like she had never considered that. The next morning, I did not argue. I did not accuse. I packed a bag and left for a hotel. She called, texted, apologized. I replied once. I need space to think. Over the next few days, the story spread at her office. Not my version. Theirs. That I caused a scene. That I embarrassed her. That I was controlling. Rowan, apparently, felt offended. Human resources wanted statements. Here is where everyone got shocked. I submitted my own statement. Calm, factual, detailed. Times, actions, witnesses. I did not embellish. I did not threaten. I simply documented the truth. I also attached a request that all communication regarding this incident go through legal counsel. Eliza panicked when she realized what that meant. Not for the company. For us. She asked if I was trying to ruin her career. I said no. I am protecting my boundaries. Those are different things. Rowan was placed on leave pending investigation. The office gossip shifted. Suddenly, the whispers were not about me being jealous. They were about him being careless. About lines that should not be crossed. At home, the silence was heavier than any argument. Eliza cried, apologized again, promised change. I told her something she did not expect. I believe you were sorry, but I no longer feel safe being taken for granted. We started counseling. Slowly, carefully. Trust does not snap back into place. It rebuilds or it does not. I do not know the ending yet. What I do know is this. Respect is not loud. It does not need drama. The most shocking thing you can do when a line is crossed is stay calm, speak clearly, and be willing to walk away. That night, everyone expected anger. I gave them boundaries instead. That changed everything. People later asked why I did not swing or scream. The truth is simple. Rage would have made me look small. Silence would have erased me. Choosing restraint forced everyone to see the situation without noise. It also forced me to see my marriage without excuses. That clarity, painful as it was, became the start of something honest. Whatever happens next, I will never ignore my instincts again. Period.